This afternoon's going to be slightly different to start with. Some more practical applications to think about. And without further ado, what I'm going to do is introduce Danny Woods. Danny used to work for Bradford Teaching Hospitals Trust and is now at Bradford University.
I am, thank you. Yeah.
And Danny, with some assistance from her friends, is going to run the next session for us, focusing on interpersonal skills and working with people with dementia.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, we're just going to watch this scenario through. It's just a couple of minutes long, and I just want you to sit and watch. And you might want to take some notes, and it might instill some thoughts within your head, and that's absolutely fine. And just hold on to those for a moment, because then what we'll do is we'll run it through again, but then I'll pass it back to you. And what I'd like you to do as an audience is, if you see something that you want to talk about, I want you to put your hand up and say stop. We'll stop, and then I want you to just say what it is that you're thinking or feeling, or what it is you've observed. So in this first time, we're just going to watch it run through, and then I'll remind you again of what we're going to do on the second time.
Morning, sweetheart. You all right?
Yes.
I've come to give you a wash this morning.
Pardon?
Come to give you a wash, Cocker.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Let's take your dressing gown off.
Oh, no, I don't want you to take my dressing gown off.
We've got to take your dressing gown off to give you a wash.
No, I don't want you. Is this my dressing gown?
Yeah, it is, yeah. We've got it from your locker.
Are you sure?
I promise you. Look, come on, let's take your
No,
dressing gown.
I'll leave it on, please. Thank you.
Right. Well, everyone's having a wash this morning, love.
Everybody?
Yeah, everybody's having... Well, I'll tell you what, I'll give you your hands a bit of a dab and your face to freshen you up, hey?
Okay.
Okay. There we go. Give us your hands. Yeah. Yeah. A bit fresher, a bit cooler. And your other one, love.
Thank you.
There we go. Turn it round, Cop. That's it. There we are. And your face. Let's give you...
No, I don't want you to, because I have to leave my glasses on, because I can't see very well without my glasses. So.
Right. Well, that's fine. Somebody else will come by a bit later on and do your face.
Where's Peter?
Sorry?
Where's Peter? Is he coming?
He's coming in this afternoon.
Does he know where I am?
He's coming in this afternoon.
Are you sure?
I promise. Let me just ask you this question, love. There we go. Have you been more forgetful in the past 12 months to the extent that it has significantly affected your daily life?
No.
You don't know? That's absolutely fine, love. Not to worry. Right, well, like I say, somebody else will come by a bit later on and see how you are, love. Okay? Hiya. I've just tried to wash Mrs. What's-her-name in bed 4. She's a bit doolally-tap at the minute, wouldn't let me wash her, so I've only managed to give her hands a bit of a dab and she wouldn't let me wash her face, so if you could try a bit later, then that'd be great. She got a bit worked up, bless her. Started asking for Peter. Do we know who he is? Anyway, will you check on her in a bit, and are you all right to do the ward round? I've got TNR cover to sort out for this weekend. We've only got one qualified. Thank you.
Okay, so I hope that gives you some food for thought. Now, what we're going to do this time is that we're going to run through that scenario again, and if anybody would like to make a comment or a suggestion or say something that they've observed, I just want you to put your hand up and say stop and share that with the rest of us. Is that okay? Hopefully we're going to get some hands up. Yeah? Okay, right, great.
Morning, sweetheart. You all right?
Stop. I think this is going to last a lot longer than 45 minutes. But because Wendy was in my right ear, you did say stop, did you? Wendy, address everybody else. Why are you stopping now? What's the matter? Sweetheart? Sweetheart, okay. I don't know how many of us are from Yorkshire here. I'm assuming quite a lot of us. So we all have these things that we say. Yeah. Now I'm going to go back to the Bradford Dementia Group and things that we've been taught, because a lot of that's where I've been taught from. And I know a lot of people say we shouldn't use the word love, sweetheart, cocker, this, that and the other. We shouldn't.
If it's
But-
been established, that's how they like to be.
The problem is, you remember when we spoke about realism, and you can disagree with me if you like, but I always said to the nurses, okay, I don't want you getting to a point, so whoever it is, nurse, healthcare assistant, somebody going to visit somebody in the house, mum, daughter, that you stand there and think, right, okay, I've got to say hello, my name is, I've got to smile, I can't use that word, I can't do this, and then end up going, oh, I dare speak, or I dare say anything, and you lose that sense of character and who you are. So who am I to tell you who to change you are as a nurse, as a lecturer, or whoever? But there has to be a balance. So if that lady turned around and said, no, don't call me sweetheart or cocker, that's absolutely fine. I will not call you that again, and I will apologise. That's my way of thinking. But again, I'm not here to dictate, I'll say. I'm here to make you aware of, it doesn't look right, so reflect on that and think how you might feel about it. Or the person might not like it.
I always feel, especially if the nurse comes across natural, rather than you know what to say.
And that's another point. Somebody might, who has grown up in a different period of time frame and been used to that language, actually might react better to you with that banter, with that, I don't know. You certainly have your own certain way within Barnsley of speaking, rather than us posh a lot in Bradford. Where we don't use any of it now. But yeah, okay. Personally, I'm from Batley. Bridget,
I think endearments can be fine in their place. I
Yes.
think the really important thing is to remember that all of us have names. So when we came in this morning, we asked people what they wanted the name on their badge to be.
yeah.
So it's finding out beforehand, rather than by trial and error, as much as you can, what that person would want to be called. So my mother would never want in a first meeting to be called Noreen.
Yes.
She'd
Great.
want someone to call her Mrs. Reed.
And I want the training to be enjoyable, yeah, and that's why I like the humour coming in, because it makes it more bearable as well, doesn't it? But we all know that there's this important message lying underneath it. But I'd like to go back and ask them how you felt and whether or not there's any suggestions that you would like to give back. 'Cause
Can I stand up now?
yes, you can start.
Can I take this dressing gown off?
Yeah.
Because this is not my dressing gown. Do you know what? Just like you to know that underneath this dressing gown is a very nice top. And
We haven't got
this
long,
is-
Val.
Oh, sorry. And my name's Val.
And we normally say, quite often, a lot of people react the way that you've reacted. You get quite passionate about the care that's been provided or the non-care in some cases. And it's just great to hear the passion that you've got as healthcare professionals and other people that are there from different agencies. And it's just a platform for people to discuss good practice, not so good practice, people that you know yourselves that do some of these things. And it's what Danny said about the awareness.
The reason why we do that is because you want to change practice, but if I rub her up the wrong way and tell her how rubbish she's been, she's not going to want to change. Our relationship's broke down, really. So that's why I'm trying to instill to others, don't go in there and go, I've just been in a dementia training course and you've done all this wrong and we need to do all it. No, that ain't going to work. We need to do it slowly but surely. We drip feed it and then change it along the way.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's it.
Val, you have anything else to say?
Just very, very quickly, because I know you're coming to the end of your slot. But just to say that what we, as Danny said, what we would do then is to show you that scene done properly, if you like, taking on board everything that you've said and all your suggestions. And I just think you've been so good to get so involved this afternoon.